Welcome to Microlearning. This is Lesson 5, What is Dementia? Dementia is not a disease. It is a group of symptoms affecting memory, thinking, and social abilities severely enough to interfere with daily life. Dementia is an umbrella term covering different symptoms. They are changes in memory, concentration, judgment, sequencing, visual spatial skills, orientation, and language. The next video will show us the difference between Alzheimer's disease and dementia.
What's the difference between Alzheimer's disease and dementia? Perhaps you've been confused by these terms in the past, or mistakenly thought they were the same thing. Well, you wouldn't be alone, because knowing the difference between Alzheimer's disease and dementia can be tricky. But it's actually not too hard to understand. In a nutshell, it's like the difference between shortness of breath and asthma. Shortness of breath is not a specific disease, it can have many different causes, and asthma is just one of them. Likewise, dementia is not one specific disease, it's a combination of symptoms that has many different causes, including Alzheimer's disease. Still sound a bit confusing? Okay, think of it like this. You go to your doctor with shortness of breath. To find the cause, she listens to your chest to see if it's due to asthma or pneumonia. And then she checks your heart to see if your breathlessness is caused by heart failure or a very rapid heartbeat. She even asks if you've been worried in case your breathing difficulty is anxiety related. After her examinations, she concludes that your shortness of breath is actually a nut allergy. Similarly, when dealing with dementia, your doctor needs to figure out the underlying cause. And while Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia, it's not the only one. Dementia can also be caused by vascular changes in the brain, Parkinson's disease, Lewy body disease, vitamin deficiencies, thyroid gland problems, chronic brain infections, or medications. Even a very deep depression can sometimes look like dementia. Which means if someone you love has dementia, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have Alzheimer's disease.
So hopefully you have a good idea of the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Dementia affects each person differently, whatever the underlying cause is. Each person might have more or less of each of these symptoms, or even only some of them. So that means we have to treat each person as an individual. What works for one person might not work for another person. When we understand how dementia is affecting each person, and we know what they can do, as well as what they can't do that well, we know how we can help them. Thanks for all you do.